Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is so special. We are going to discuss everything from the newest Ensley Cosmetics Underland collection. I have the entire collection with me. We have palettes, we have highlighters, we have a duo of blush and bronzer. We have 3 lipsticks, lip formulas to talk about. We have a mirror. What all do we have? We have single shadows. We have a bunch of things, okay? Bunch of things to talk about. We are going to apply everything on our face. Obviously, these are the 2 looks that I'm doing for you guys today, but we'll do so much more in the coming future. We are also doing some live swatches. So if you want to see everything in action, please keep on watching. Let's begin with the palette. This is how it comes in. If you order the palette, this is how it will come. It is in a cardboard box. It says Underland with that art cover. And when you open it, your palette is highly secured in that foam packaging. And the artwork is exactly the same that you will find in the palette itself. It says Underland. It also says Ensley Cosmetics, like embossed logo on the edge, if you can see. It's really pretty. This is a new style and size of packaging that they have done. They've generally done like bigger palettes. They also do like 21 pan eyeshadow palettes. They also recently did like Flutter and Flourish palette, which was more in like a concise with 12 eyeshadow pans, and this one is a new one with 15 eyeshadows. I love this size. Like, I feel like 15, 16 is my happy spot. And look at this color story. It's deep, it's grungy. I love that they added white so that you can mix all those deeper shades to customize to make it your own shade. And the shimmers. I'm happy to inform you, several of you reached out to me, I know, to just tell you guys if there are like squishy shimmers or not. I'm happy to inform there are no squishy shimmers. There are no like putty-like shimmers in this palette at all. They're very smooth, at least upon swatching. They're very smooth. They're not like gritty by any means. They're very nice. And of course, you can see all the shifts in the dimension. I have done like swatches on Instagram. I'll pop it on the screen for you guys. You can see how much shift dimension it is there in this palette. I am friends with Ensley owner, and when she showed me the palette before it was revealed, I was like, that is different for you. It's very deep. I don't know if I am like, I was definitely sure about their quality because they have amazing quality of mattes and shimmers. No questions asked there. The color story I felt like was not for me. When it was revealed, I was like, that came out amazingly well. I am getting more in love with it. So it was like a slow love story, okay? It was not like love at first sight. When it arrived and I swatched it, I was like, we are onto something. This is gonna be great. I am in love upon swatching this palette. Let's also talk about the other things in this collection because there's quite a bit. This palette that you saw will retail for $70. I am an affiliate with Ensley Cosmetics, and this was all sent to me in PR, but I would highly try not to be biased. But saying that, Ensley Cosmetics is my #1 indie brand that I have in my collection. So take that with a grain of salt, okay? Also in this collection, they have come out with a blush and a bronzer duo that you can see here. Everything has their own little sleeve and packaging. It's called Distorted Dreamland. Now, I was definitely skeptical in this product as in particular because it was marketed as a blush and a bronzer. This, you can see, it's definitely not a bronzer on me, but also I feel like this on deeper skin tones would be amazing. For medium and lighter skin tones, I feel like you should mix this shade with this to create your own customized shade. So I feel like if they would have marketed this as a blush duo, I feel like they would get a lesser clash as compared to marketing it as a bronzer, because as soon as you say bronzer, I feel like this only lighter skin tones can wear it. No one apart from lighter skin tone would be able to wear it. So we'll swatch everything. I'm sure I'm plopping swatches on the screen for you guys, but I personally would use both of these on my skin mixed together. I'm not wearing any blush or highlighter or anything, I just have a little bit of bronzer and I use Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer. So let me swatch first both of these shades for you and then we'll apply it on our face. So that's the bronzer and that's the blush. So as you can see, blush definitely more deep. The bronzer definitely too light. I'm gonna just mix both of these together right in front of you because I'm not gonna apply that on my cheek like a swatch. And of course, because the shade is more deeper, you can see that swatch mark. But I think when mixed together, that mauvey shade would look the best on my skin. So let's do that. Plus, if you are getting that duo, you can definitely mix in with your palette and create more like skin tone finishes to blend out the edges or lighten the tone of the deeper shades in the palette. Not that you need it because there's a white there. Let's take a blush brush. And did I say this duo would retail for $18, okay? I'm just gonna go back and forth, tap off the excess, and then start applying that on my cheek. Now you can see that shade coming through. It's like a beautiful berry shade. Yeah, I would definitely apply it mixed. I love a good berry, and that's exactly how I would apply it. I'm sure you can see it. And that is the blush bronzer duo. And this one is in Distorted Dreamland. Also, everything in this collection is like magnetic. So if you do have if you have the Flutter blush from the other collections or like any blush or highlighter from this brand, you can definitely mix and match and take it along with you. Now talking about highlighter, they have two highlighters in this collection. One is called Dreamless and the other one is called Moonlit Madness. Exactly the same packaging everywhere, comes in a sleeve. Let's start off with this Dreamless highlighter. This is the lighter one out of the two. It is like a white to a fiery pinky red. And this is a multichrome highlighter. So let's apply it on our face. I'm gonna just take it on the brush. We're definitely gonna mix it out together, but I'll show you one on each cheek. It's definitely glittery. And you can definitely, I can definitely see that fiery orangey pink coming through. It's shimmery. It's not glittery, it's shimmery. If you like a shimmery highlighter, especially for Halloween, it'll be amazing. On a day-to-day life, I feel like I wear more of a smoother highlighter, but this shade is beautiful. I can definitely not see any like cast or anything. So it has like a transparent base and you can also see it in the swatch how it looks. Like very, very beautiful, okay? Let me swatch it in front of you because I know you guys love good live swatches. Look at that, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, let me swatch it. Oh my gosh. That would make such a beautiful eyeshadow too. Can you just stop? That's beautiful. Let me blend it for you guys a little, just so that you can see it in blended form how it looks. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's amazing. The Dreamless highlighter that I applied, this one retails for $20. It is definitely a white to a gold to a pink to a fiery orangey red shade. $20. I think it's because it's a multichrome highlighter. So we did use like a denser packing brush here. Let me also use like a lighter, like a fluffier brush and see if that picks up or not. So let's use that with the next highlighter. The next highlighter is called Moonlit Madness. This one, I think it's a duochrome. It's definitely like a green gold, but it goes to, is it like a silver? Like a gray silver. It's not gray, but yeah, you know what I mean. I think this one is a duochrome and this one retails for $14. So let's first swatch it. I'm gonna swatch it right underneath that. There you go. So you can see that. I'm also gonna swatch it, like spread it out so that you can see how it looks spread on your face. Yeah, definitely less shiftier than this, and I think that's the price difference. So this one is $14 and this one is $20. Okay, let's put this one on the other cheek. And I generally use this brush for my highlighters in day-to-day life. Yeah, it applies very, very nicely. Again, it's a shimmery highlighter, so keep that in mind. It's definitely smooth on the skin. I cannot like feel any texture, but I can see the shimmeriness. Hope you can see that. Okay, so this is Dreamless and this is Moonlit Madness. I really like both of them. Both of them have their own place and space to wear. Okay, the next product is a pocket mirror. I love that they did this. Like, this falls in the theme so well, like the Underland theme. I don't know how much is this, how much does this cost? But if I see it, I'll definitely put it in the description box below for you guys. Same artwork, and it opens like a book. And look at that. Really, really pretty. I like it. I really love it. This is definitely going in my bag, okay? No questions asked. Let's move on to the lips. We have 3 in this collection. It comes in Underland Lip Trio if you are buying the whole trio together. And the Lip Trio bundle retails for $35. Let's talk about what is in it because all of them are different formulas in this trio. We have 1 lip lacquer, 1 lip gloss, and 1, it's called Velvet Matte. Okay, let's start off with the shade Bonkers. And Bonkers, it is a lip velvet. It is a beautiful mauvey purpley shade. Like, I love this shade. Love this shade, and the way it swatches, it's beautiful. It definitely feels like a velvet. It's so smooth, so smooth. I love this kind of a lip. I'm gonna apply this today. So plush. You definitely get that tint kind of an effect when you apply this. I really love it. Oh, this formula is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, Ensley Rain, if you're hearing me, I need more colors in this. Like, I need my nudes and browns. I love this. Oh, this is so pretty. And the formula, oh my gosh. It feels so plush on the lips. Very, very comfortable. What can I compare it to? Close to Rare Beauty, the mousse one, but it's not matte. Like, it's so creamy on the lips. Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next shade is called Underland, and Underland is a lip lacquer, and this is a black lip lacquer. Very excited. I do not own 1 black lipstick, and I feel like we should own 1 black lipstick in our collection, and I was so scared that this is going to be like streaky or anything upon swatch, and I've swatched it multiple times now. Look at that. Look at that lacquer. No streakiness, nothing. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to wear it one day when I have the courage to wear it. But I am definitely gonna mix this with ton of lighter tone lipsticks to make it more wearable for me. Not my everyday shade, but also if you're purchasing everything like individually, this would retail for $13 each. The next shade is Off With Their Heads. I love the shade names. Off With Their Heads is a lip oil. Is it a lip oil or a lip gloss? It's a plumping lip oil. And this looks like black. It has ton of shimmers running throughout it. But when I swatch it, you can see it's more like a transparent base. And no grittiness upon swatch. Is this one? Look at that. So nice. I'm actually going to apply this. Do I have the courage to do it? I think so. So comfortable. I love their lip oils. I have like several lip glosses from them too, and the applicator is so amazing. like a cool tone grungy kind of a lip, but so it feels like a lip gloss, like a lip oil. Actually, it's like a hybrid. I like it. I really like it. So those are the lip trios. I think it's perfect for this collection. So amazing. I feel I should have balls to wear this black shade in Halloween. Just saying, just saying. Next product is the single shadows, and you know how much I love Ensley Rain single shadows. I feel like they're so underrated. They are one of my favorite single single shadow formula that ever exists. I really love it. We have 5 shades to choose. So I'm going to show one by one. The first one is the shade Haunted Hatter, and Haunted Hatter looks like a more of a coppery shade, and copper to a green flip is what I am seeing. Let's watch it and see. And they're all gonna be $18 each. And generally their multichrome formulas are $18 each. So I can totally see a copper to an orange to a green on my finger. Okay, so let's swatch that. Where are we swatching? Let's swatch it right underneath here. Can you see that? So pretty. And this one is the shade Haunted Hatter. Really, really pretty. It's like a fall in a shadow. Like I feel the fall leaves. Oh, so pretty. Okay, the next shade is called Gloomy Glow. I feel like this is a traditional green shade. I think this is not unique to their collection. This is like a grungy green to a teal green shift, and it has like a little bit of gold too. I feel we've seen these shades before, this shade specifically before. We'll definitely compare it. And this one, oh, look at that. Ooh, that's a little bit more deeper than what I thought. I think that's what the difference would be with the other shades that we have in her collection, which looks similar to that. Like look at the one that I swatched. Can you see that? So pretty. You can clearly see the shiftiness happening. Again, this is Gloomy Glow. That green to a blue flip happening. So pretty, so shifty. That's like a one and done shade, okay? So impactful. The next shade is called Mind Melt, and this is like a silver holochrome shade. I see silver gray, but it has ton of holochromes particles. It's so pretty, so pretty. Like if you need impact in your life, this is the shade to have. Again, this one is Mind Melt. So let's watch that. Oh my gosh, I can definitely see all the holochromy particles. Oh, just top this over anything and that will make it magical. Look at that. That's Mind Melt. Like, look at that. So pretty, so pretty. I might not be able to put everything on my face today, but I'll definitely do it in a future video too. Today, I'll definitely focus on more looks with the palette. Okay, the next shade is called Painting the Roses Red. And this is like a crimson red shade that shifts to a copper to a green. Definitely a multichrome. I see so many shifts. This is so pretty. I love a good burgundy red shade, especially like as a smoky eye. And oh, this is so smooth. So smooth. Let me show it to you. That's how it looks. Like, look at that. Let's swatch it. My nails look so dirty. That's because of the shadows. Look at that shade. Oh, wow. Oh, I live for these kind of shades. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a maroon, icy orange gold at my end. Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. So beautiful. Can you see that? That's so pretty. That might be my favorite multichrome that I swatched in this collection. Just saying, so pretty. All of them were gorgeous, but I think I have a favorite. One more to go. The last shade is called Sinister Slumber, and this is a very interesting shade. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I definitely see green, I see pink, orange, and I also see like a gray blue. I don't know. Let's watch it, okay? It's like a neutral, but a fiery neutral. Can you see that? So pretty. Okay, let's watch it. So shifty. I don't know. It's like a champagne gold silver with ton of fieriness going through. Definitely can see green, orange, pink. And I see like champagne gold at my end. So those 5 are the singles from this collection. $18 each. Again, you can use my code Smithy Sony to save 10% on anything on their website. Really, really pretty. Now, what we're all waiting for, last, certainly not the least, let's move on to the Underland Palette and let's watch it live for you guys, because I know. Let's start off with Twisted Rabbit. They also have done like previously they've done Alice in Wonderland palette before. It's, what was it called? Twisted Tea Party palette. And this is how it looked. Very different, I would say. This is definitely more like fun and purpley and bluey. The new Underland one definitely is more like grungy and deep and dark. Look at that white, so pretty. Next one is called Wicked Wildflowers. This is such a magical shade. It's like a white, silver, gold with green, pink, orange. It's everything. Rainbow in a palette. Just beautiful. So pretty. Can you see that? Such a bad swatch. But you get the gist. So pretty. Look at the way it's shifting as soon as I'm moving my hand. Pair it with any mattes in this palette and it'll be amazing. The next one is called the Red Queen. Very excited about this one. This is like predominantly a red shimmer that shifts to an orange. Look how smooth that is. So pretty. Can you imagine a red smoky eye with this? Just stunning. The next shadow is called Surreal. And Surreal is more like, it's like a grungy gold with green and orange to it. Very pretty. There you go. Look at that. So pretty. I love it. Next shadow is called Nonsense. This deeper shade in the palette. I think that's the deepest shade in the palette. It's not a black. It's like a deeper eggplant purple, but definitely can be used like a black. Definitely has like an eggplantiness to it. There you go. Look at that. Looks like a black in the camera actually. It's a very eggplanty shade. I definitely can see this like a deep dark brown black with a hint of burgundy in it. Really, really pretty. But you can definitely use that as a black to deepen out any outer corners. The next shade is Shattered Looking Glass. This is the one that looks like very marbled effect in the pan. But when you swatch it, the outcome is amazing. I just mixed everything together and I'm just gonna swatch it. It's definitely, it's like a denim blue. Can you see that? So pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna put it right here. I can see so many holochromy things too. It's not chunky holochromes. Very, very smooth. Very dimensional. Really, really pretty. It's like a denim blue. Oh, for cool tone looks amazing. Amazing. Let's move on to the next 3 mattes in the palette. Cheshire's Curse, which is a dingy purple. Wicked Rose, which is like our maroon shade. And then we have Hallucination, which is that dingy green, like a pukey green shade. Look at that. Look at those tones. Look at those tones. So pretty. Let's do it here. There you go. Look at those. Look at those tones. I mean, that is fall, okay? That is fall. The tones, you guys, the tones that were chosen, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let me clean my fingers. I have a microfiber cloth right underneath, if you're wondering how am I cleaning my hands. Okay, the next one is called Faberwalkie. This one, it's like a purple, but it shifts to a green. I also thought like this is gonna be, they have a shade, I think it's in Haunted, what's this, Harvest Moon palette, which is very similar to this. I will definitely compare it. Like a burgundy red purple to a green shifting shade. Can you see that? That's so pretty. So pretty. Love it. Love, love, love it. That's so, look at the smoothness of the shadow. Oof. Cannot deal with these things. You're playing with my heart, Ensley Rain. Really, you are. Okay, let's move on to the next shade. It's called Dreadful Dreams. Such a pretty shade. Again, a very grungy. It's like a sage green with blue thrown in. Like, I don't even know. You'll see. Is it a blue? Is it a sagey green? You'll be like, what is this? It's definitely on the verge of sagey green, but it has blueness to it. Look at that. These mattes, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I cannot even tell you how much I enjoy their mattes and shimmers. Like, so pretty. The next three shades are the shimmers, so let's do that. Shadowland, which is like a gunmetal gray. It's like crushed diamonds. It's like a gunmetal gray with a ton of sparkles in it. And then we have Behead. This is very, very unique. Again, a very similar formula to this one, Faberwalkie. It's not squishy, but it is like an oil slick formula. Can you see that? Definitely a different formula to their shimmers. And then we have Chaos, which is the green, like a grungy green shade. Look at that. Those are the next three shades. Let's do this also, which is a Rabbit Hole, which is like a deeper, like a very deep dark teal shade. Okay, let's watch all of this. This one here, oh my gosh. Definitely very creamy, very, very creamy. Can you see that? It's not like textured or anything. It's very creamy. Okay, this one is the unique shade that I was talking about. Again, this is like a fall leaf. It's very similar to the other single shadow that I was talking about, where describing it as like a fall leaf. Very, very similar to that. Just a little lighter in tone. Hope you can see that. Okay. Let's do this grungy green. Let's do this deeper teal here. Right there. And those are the shades in this palette. Look how pretty they all look together. This is so pretty, you guys. So pretty. It's muted, it's colorful, it's grungy, it's fall, it's Halloween. It's so pretty. Like if you put a fall season tree on top of this palette, I would say yes, it's a fall palette. If you put like Halloween stuff in this on the art cover, I would say yes, it's an Halloween palette. It is just a perfect fall color story in my opinion. It's so pretty. I cannot wait one more second. Let's put this baby on our eyes. We're going to create 2 eye looks. Just for the crunch of time, I'm going to put 2 eye looks and see how we roll. Okay, let's do this green melted with this, and then we'll use this to deepen it out. So this, and this. Okay, let's do that on the crease. I'm going to start off with the Wicked Rose shade, which is the maroon in the palette. Let's tap off the excess, apply that in the outer corners of the eyes. You can see that shade. Look how deep, dark, and grungy. So pretty. That is amazing. Amazing, I would say. I'm going to take the same shade, Wicked Rose, on the outer corner of the lower lash line too, just to tie in everything together. And I'm just going to dip into Nonsense, which is that deeper, that I was saying, like a deeper burgundy shade. Look at that. Like immediately darkened it out. That's exactly what I was saying. Like it will act like a black if you want it to. That's beautiful. Look the way how it's layering. That's my favorite thing about these Ensley Rain shadows. The way it layers is beyond me. It's so pretty. I'm gonna dip into Hallucination, which is that grungy green, and then melting it into the crease and melting it with that burgundy shade. So pretty. Just blending it like that, just where things are meeting. Let's do this. BK Beauty A504, like a less fluffier brush, going into Twisted Rabbit, which is that white, tapping off the excess and just melting the edges. Okay, this will just blend everything out into a dream. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm gonna take this in the outer corner. This is that Faberwalky shade, right in the outer corner, okay? Just where it meets with that burgundy. I don't want much, just a little bit here, because that will be a perfect transition to that burgundy shade, which we just applied. And just melting the edges. Okay, now I'm gonna take this shade Chaos, this one, the green. I'm gonna take that right there and melt it with that burgundy. The way it combines together, it's beautiful. Okay, I am gonna take this shade Surreal, this one, the shade, and I'm gonna take that on the inner part. I'm gonna take that and just flick it right there in the inner portion, also in the inner corners, but right like that. That is so pretty. Now for the lower lash line, I am gonna take that Hallucination shade, that grungy green, wrapping it right there. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara and I'll get right back. And that's my first eye look. You can see how shifty this eye turned out to be. I can do so much more. Oh my gosh, I cannot. This is so pretty. Let's move on, okay? We'll deepen everything out with this shade, okay, the Steel shade. We'll use this and this. Don't ask me how, but we'll do it. Maybe we'll put this in the outer corners, blend that out with this. We'll put this in the crease and blend this out with the white. Let's do that. See, that's how we make the plans. So we're taking Rabbit Hole, which is that deeper teal shade. Look how dark it is. It's so pretty. Dipping into Dreadful Dreams, which is that tealy blue, green, whatever you say. Melting that. Literally tapping right now, not doing anything else. Dreadful Dreams, like one tap, and Twisted Rabbit, the other tap, which is that white, and then just melting the edges. Okay, so you can see that gradient of that darker shade, the light changed. Oh my gosh. Okay, the darker shade with that tealy green glow, and then with that dipped into white, how it looks. And going into Cheshire's Curse, which is that purple. And I'm gonna take that purple It is deep, I know, and that's a beautiful purple. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful purple. Okay, can you see me getting out of breath just looking at that purple? That's how I'm crazy for purples, okay? Actually taking the same Cheshire's Dream on my lower lash line. I love a good grungy purple, and that's all what I want. Okay, now dipping into white. This shade, Twisted Rabbit again. Blending the edge of that purple to get that gradient going. Can you see that? It changed into a mauve shade. So at this point, I'm just going back and forth and just putting that on my crease, okay? Such a different vibe than this. I never use a glitter glue with Ensley Rain shadows, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna take this shade Shattered Looking Glass, and I'm gonna mix it with this shade, which is Wicked Wildflowers, okay? So Shattered Looking Glass is more like a denim blue, but mixed with that teal, it'll be so beautiful. Even all across the eye, that'll be amazing, I know. Dipping into that Wicked Wildflower. I have no words. That is so pretty. I already got a little bit on my inner corners, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. But I'm gonna take, oof, so beautiful. I'm gonna take that white shade, Twisted Rabbit, put that right there in the inner corners, just to brighten things out. I'm taking a little bit of Behead, this one. I'm gonna put it right in the center, right there. That's so pretty, you guys. I want to do so much. I'm taking Shadowland and putting it in the extreme outer corners just to blend it with that deeper teal shade. I'm taking my brush and just blending the edges. I'm gonna finish off this eye with some liner and mascara before it gets out of my hand, okay? And that's my second eye look. I love the way how this turned out. I feel like I can do so much more. I definitely want to use that Shadowland shade with this and this, like these three together. I want to do a red smoky eye no matter what. I feel like this, and this together would be amazing too. Oh, there's so much that I can do. Okay, how many shades did we not use? We didn't use the red. We used everything else? We used everything else. So I used 14 shades out of the 15 shadows that were there in the palette. And I am happy to report everything works so beautifully. So beautifully. I cannot stop staring at my eyes. It's so pretty. So pretty. Actually, let's do that red. Let's take that red Queen shade. I'm going to take it right on top of this. Right in the center. You guys, I can just play with this all day long. I love the way how this eye also turned out. It's so ethereal, it's dingy, it's grungy. I definitely feel like you can definitely get like everyday light looks also, because she has included that white and this iridescent shimmers. Even this is such a light blue kind of a shade, which you can definitely achieve lighter looks with it. But there's ton of depth that is going on. That tells me that this can work on every single eye like skin tones. I really love the way how this turned out. If you like a good fall color story, I feel like you'll absolutely love it. Now, let's move on to the comparison swatches, because I know some of you guys were asking, Smithy, is it like really similar to the rest of the palettes that I own in my collection? Because I do own everything from Ensley Rain. So let's do a comparison. I'm going to take Twisted Tea Party and see if anything is close. Let's do Chasing Rabbits with Wicked Wildflowers. The formula is totally different. Chasing Rabbit is that squishier formula. Let's do it here. Okay, it's actually different. And Wicked Wildflowers right there. Okay, Wicked Wildflowers, and this is Chasing Rabbits. Similar but different. Definitely a squishier formula. This is definitely much more punchier and much more vibrant and so much more shifty. At this time, this was so shifty. But look at the way it's progressed. Love it. Okay. Nothing else that I see is like similar in that palette. This is another palette, Cosmic Dreamer, which has a lot of grungy shades. So let's see if anything from this matches. Okay, I think the only shadow that will come close is this. It's a very similar formula to this one, the Cosmic Dust shade and this Shadowlands shade. Very similar formula, I would say, but one is more deeper and the other one is more lighter. So this one is Cosmic Dust, okay, and this one is Shadowland. Similar, I would say, okay, similar, very similar. On the eyes, I don't think people can make a difference on those two eyeshadows. So very similar. Let's also do Hallucination, which is that grungy green. I'm just cleaning my hand. Hallucination shade with this Dreamer shade, just to see if this matches or not. And this is Hallucination. That's the Cosmic Dreamer. And this is Hallucination. It's similar. It's not exact. Like, how do I say? Like, this is more like, I don't know, so it's lighter and it's like gray tone, and this is more like grungier. That makes sense. But again, similar, okay? Those are like the most similar shades that I'm choosing to show you guys. And then let's finally take Harvest Moon. Has the shade Ghost Moon, which is on the extreme end. I need to take my palette because that shade is in my custom palette that I have from Ensley. So I know exactly what shade it is. So that shade against this shade Faberworky. Similar, okay? Similar for sure. Let's do it here. Yeah, this one was from Harvest Moon. And this one is the new one. So the new one, it's very similar, but the new one's formula, I feel like it's very creamy. If you can see, like both of them together. Like, look at that. So those are the 4 shades of the palette that are, I would say, similar if you have those palettes, okay? But I feel like it belongs to this palette too because of the shades that were chosen. Really pretty. I really love it, okay? I am gonna give this palette 2 thumbs up. The size of the palette, 4 thumbs up. I really, really love the sizing of the palette. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Again, because it has a lot of shifty shadows, I think that's why the price is $70, because it has ton of multichromes in it. The whole collection together would retail for $205, and it has a retail value of $215. If you are afraid of this black lip lacquer, you can use this as a base on like the multichromes, and it will shift really, really crazily. So I am definitely going to try that too, because I do have a lot of like moon dust from them. You know, their moon dust, how am I obsessed by them. So I feel like on the lip lacquer, these would shift like crazy. I cannot wait to try all these things and have fun with it. But that's all for today, guys. If you did like this video is a million years long, but you stay tuned. I will do so much more looks using that palette. But that's all for today. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up and do let me know in the comment section below, out of the two looks, which one was your favorite, and are you gonna purchase anything from the Underland collection or not? I really love this collection, especially if you are a grungy color lover. You would absolutely love it. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.